It's 10 trivia questions on 20th century history in January. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for supporting waitingtohear.org. They are a great organization in Northeast Tennessee. Just did a big charity bingo show this past Saturday night. We raised thousands of dollars for Waiting to Hear. Can't recommend them enough. They give hearing aids to deaf kids in Northeast Tennessee, and they put on big summer camps for the kids and their families to attend, and just all kinds of hearing-related services. It's really, really cool, and I'd love for you to check it out. Maybe donate a few bucks if you can. waitingtohear.org. Today's episode is all about 20th century history in the month of January. And before we get to that, we've got the letter L for categories, and we have children's books, things found at a bar, and names used in songs, all starting with L. Listen for mine at the end of the episode, along with a fun fact of the day. And just like that, we're all ready to go. We're warmed up, and we're diving into 20th century history. Here we go. It's 20th century history in January. Question number 1. 1929, this Catholic missionary begins charity work in Calcutta. Number 1, 1929, this Catholic missionary begins charity work in Calcutta. Number 2, 2000, this company announces the largest corporate merger in history with an agreement to buy Time Warner. Number 2, 2000, this company announces the largest corporate merger in history with an agreement to buy Time Warner. Number 3, 1977, this U.S. president succeeds Gerald Ford. Number 3, 1977, this U.S. president succeeds Gerald Ford. Number 4, 1939, this disappeared aviation pioneer is declared dead. Number 4, 1939, this disappeared aviation pioneer is declared dead. (1925), Norway's capital renames itself back to this. Number 5, 1925, Norway's capital renames itself back to this. Number 6, 1964, the U.S. government first acknowledges this habit to be unhealthy. Number 6, 1964, the U.S. government first acknowledges this habit to be unhealthy. Number 7, 1947, this famous gangster, boss of the Chicago outfit, dies. Number 7, 1947, this famous gangster, boss of the Chicago outfit, dies. Number 8, 1999, this European currency is established. Number 8, 1999, this European currency is established. Number 9, 1952, Jonas Salk develops the first effective vaccine against this disease. Number 9, 1952, Jonas Salk develops the first effective vaccine against this disease. Number 10, 1946, the first meeting of the United Nations is held in this capital. Number 10, 1946, the first meeting of the United Nations is held in this capital. And number 11, January 20th century history, bonus for 2 points, 1904, the distress signal CQD is established, which would 2 years later be replaced by this. 1904, the distress signal CQD is established, which would 2 years later be replaced by this. Those are all your questions for history. We'll be back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to 20th century history in January. So many things happened in just this month throughout the times. Let's see how you did. Number 1, 1929, this Catholic missionary begins charity work in Calcutta. That is Saint Mother Teresa. Saint Teresa, number 1. Number 2, 2000, this company announces the largest corporate merger in history with an agreement to buy Time Warner. AOL, America Online, AOL. Number 3, 1977, this U.S. president succeeds Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter. Number 4, 1939, this disappeared aviation pioneer is unfortunately declared dead, Amelia Earhart. Number 5, 1925, Norway's capital renames itself back to Oslo. Number 6, 1964, the U.S. government first acknowledges smoking to be bad. Don't smoke. Number 7, 1947, this famous gangster boss of the Chicago outfit dies, Al Capone, who has a big presence in Johnson City, Tennessee, where I live. They used to call this area Little Chicago because of bootlegging and things. And there is a bar downtown called Capone's where you can see live music and have a beer. I've actually never been there. Number 8, 1999, this European currency is established, the euro. Number 9, 1952, Jonas Salk develops the first effective vaccine against polio. Number 10, 1946, the first meeting of the UN is held in this capital, London. And number 11, for 2 points, 1904. The distress signal CQD is quickly replaced 2 years later by SOS, Save Our Ship. And there you have it, a fun historical episode of the show. If there's something you're looking for, just Google Trivia with Buds and any topic. You should come across it. Almost 1,700 episodes to listen to whenever you want. Hit subscribe so you never miss a new one. And if you don't want episodes with advertisements on them. If you're sick of the ads, for just $1 a month, go to patreon.com/trivia with buds. Sign up for $1. You'll get a RSS feed specific to you that has no ads. And it's $12 a year. You don't ever have to listen to an ad on this show again, except when I say them verbally, if it's for something like the intro where I talked about that charity that I believe in. But there you go. That is today's episode. We have our fact of the day for you. Fact of the day is your blood makes up to about 8% of your body weight. If you didn't know that, now you know. And we had the letter L for, where were we at? We had kids' books. I'm going to say The Little Engine That Could. And then we had things at a bar. I'm going to say lemons. And your third thing was L names in a song. I'm going to say Lola, which is an old tune parodied by Weird Al with Yoda. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers!